Get to a news alert this morning. An upstate teenager wanted in a double shooting is now in custody. So Cherokee County Sheriff Steve Mueller tells us Christopher Smith is now in custody. That's who you see right here on your screen. And this comes after deputies announced that Smith was a suspect in a shooting that happened on Tuesday. Now he faces multiple charges, including 2 counts of armed robbery and 2 counts of attempted murder. A viewer actually sent us this photo of that scene near Stetson Lane. This was just before noon on Tuesday. Investigators tell us a 17-year-old and a 25-year-old were both shot. Now, one is expected to be okay. The other is in critical condition. The sheriff also says they believe the shooting was a result of a, quote, drug deal gone bad. A second suspect was also arrested. Deputies say a 16-year-old is charged with armed robbery and attempted murder. Their identity has not been released, though, because of their age.